First of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Lawson for inviting me out here to speak. I want to thank all of you for coming out. And I want to thank you for the opportunity because this affects our part of the state as well. This issue is of dire importance to the businesses and people of the Skowhegan area that I represent. But more than that, it is something that threatens all Mainers and the American worker. When I first began my work as the executive director of the Skowhegan Area Chamber of Commerce over 3 years ago, I knew immediately by talking to business owners and community members that I was working in a proud community with a rich industrial history. I also knew that the Skowhegan area was just one part of the state that had been hit by an immense loss of jobs, and they were no stranger to mill closings. Some businesses left, but others stayed. And the ones that stayed showed a strong commitment to the community, and in doing so, the workers committed to these companies as well. One of these businesses is the Somerset Mill of Sappi Fine Paper. Sappi has long been a source of pride for our community, and they've been a major employer with over 800 workers at the Somerset Mill. Some of these workers are second and third generation paper makers. And all the employees understand the professional craftsmanship needed to make a high quality product, and they know the importance of doing the job the right way. There isn't an hour that goes by without a truck passing my downtown office that is headed either to or from Sappi, and one would be hard pressed to find a family in the lower Somerset County region that doesn't have a relative who's tied to the mill. Sappi is the thread that is woven through every part of our daily lives in Skowhegan, and now we find ourselves in danger of having our entire community unravel by the possibility that in the near future it may no longer be there. The threat to our main communities is so very real, and we find ourselves today on the brink of the unimaginable. The numbers are staggering to consume. Due to the dumping of paper into the US, China and Indonesia have an estimated 30% of the market on these specialized coated paper products, doubling their market share from just 1 year prior. 6,000 jobs between the three mills are at risk, and over 60,000 paper jobs have been lost in the US since 2002. When looking at the effects of the Somerset County and on Skowhegan in particular, the numbers are even scarier. Over 50% of Skowhegan's tax base is what Sappi makes up. Over 50%. In a county that is one of the poorest in the state, we could be looking at employment losses in the hundreds at Sappi. With the trickle-down effect, we could very well be over 1,000. It is not an exaggeration to say that the loss of our great paper mill would have a devastating and long-lasting ramifications for our proud region, and would affect nearly all aspects of community life. Even in a reduction in jobs or shifts at the Somerset Mill could have a crippling effect on our sustainability, and it would deal a major blow to the economic progress we've made in Skowhegan in recent years. The school board, having recently already consolidated one school, Cornville Elementary, would be burdened with the difficult decision of closing facilities, cutting positions, or eliminating services. Some small businesses that rely on the revenues generated from Sappi employees would have to shut their doors, and every citizen would struggle with a monumental tax burden created. Many homes and commercial properties could be in danger of being lost. The ripple effect would wash over not just Skowhegan and Somerset County, but the effects would be felt statewide, with more people needing state assistance and more state services being required to help those in need. That picture of a proud community being dealt the blows of lost commerce is one we can all relate to. These fears are not exclusive to my community of Skowhegan, just as they're not exclusive to Rumford or Westbrook or Wisconsin or Maryland. These are fears that reside within us all, and that's what brings us together today. Not to represent just one community, but maybe to represent one idea. That idea is simple, and the idea is true, and it's as old as our country itself. Give us a fair opportunity, and we'll prove to you how great we can be. And that's all we're asking for, is a fair chance. Right now, China and Indonesia, through their unfair trade practices, are flooding our country with a product that they can sell for less than we can produce it for. Through a variety of subsidies, these countries have manipulated the market and are now threatening the future of our hardworking communities. Our goal is to restore fair competition to the market. Given the chance, our companies and employees can compete with anyone in the world, and the quality of our work is unmatched. Heralded nationwide for the work ethic of Mainers, and with just cause, I routinely meet workers who continually are willing to go the extra mile to do the job the right way. It's in our blood. It's how we were raised. And with a level playing field, I have no doubt that our American workers will shine through with the quality of products that they can produce. I know in Skowhegan, many business owners have already committed to making sure our sappy mill does not stand alone against this injustice. Banks, insurance agencies, hospitals, school administration, local government, mechanics, electricians, doctors, lawyers, everyone. Everyone's getting behind this because they know how important it is to support one another. Although sometimes we might not always see things the same way. When the chips are down, we come together. And that's what I'm urging all Mainers to do at this time. Let's all come together and fight for our communities. I urge everyone to do all you can to make sure the U.S. International Trade Commission puts the measures in place to level the playing field so that our products can get a chance to shine. That might mean writing a letter or hanging a sign, maybe making a phone call or signing a petition. It could mean supporting your local government or your state representatives. It might be just spreading the word to someone else or telling one of the workers, I stand beside you and I appreciate all your hard work. This is bigger than just one company or one community. This is something statewide we can all stand up for and in one voice say, give us a fair opportunity and we'll prove to you how great we can be. All we need is that chance. Thank you.